Is there an online bike shop? Hey, you guys see Brad Sean gets what creators do? He's really cool. Sorry guys, classic bounce guys.
Going through voice sounds coming out there.
Sorry.
Let's go, boys! If you want to go on the mellower line over there, you need to have a bit of a visual points that you are going to start looking at when you're over there. Something to like, okay, this is where I'm going and this is where I'm going to put my front wheel. When we do things that are kind of gnarly, you can take a little rock and you make yourself a little visual point. When you watch Rampage, there's always like little rocks and stuff, and they are never standing it just like, let's go! They do a lot of running, they prepare themselves. So if you feel like this line right here needs a running, it's part of the process. Okay? So I'm gonna come here. Once I'm here, I'm gonna be looking at this line right here. I'm gonna place my front wheel right on top of it. Okay? What kind of speed are we gonna have entering this move? When you think about a speed, identify it to something you do every day. A walking speed, jogging speed, sprint. So you can really kind of, how do you say it? Relate to it.
Someone's joining us.
So what kind of speed here? Are we going to come at a sprint or are we going to come at a walk?
Wow.
More like a walk, yeah? The faster you're going to enter something steep, the more exponentially your speed is going to increase at the bottom. So if I enter that fast, at the bottom, I'm going to take a really strong G out. No way around it. So the faster I'm going to enter it, the more I'm going to be able to manage the compression at the bottom. So let's say we're going to... Yeah, that's right. Slow down, not too fast.
You can see how he has his shoulder above the bar until it's straight, so that way he could really see what was going on. And when he saw, he just pushed the bike forward.
Back in the day, back down, and we're going to look at this line down there. That's where the train is going. And then from here, we're going to look at this section here. I'm gonna go for it. So my approach here, I'm gonna come from over there, strong here, make my little approach here, place myself around this little bushy here, little nose turn, place myself right here, crank, accelerate, and then I know that right about here, that's where I start to see my landing. So that point where you start to see it is very important. Because right now when I look at it from here, my landing is not too far. And that's a good sign to feel that. Okay? From here now, I have maybe like 1.5 meters to adjust my pop depending on my speed. If I go slow, I'm going to pop a bit harder. If I go too fast, I don't have to pop as much. Okay?
The problem here is that on a normal drop, if you got the skills, you can adjust by pushing down. The problem here is that you can't really push down because there is that step in the way. So this is like very tricky.
Drop.
See, I was going slower than you had, and I had to pop a little bit to reach the landing. For me, that felt more right than going fast and having to like
Squash a bit.
squash.
Joli, Raymond.
Yeah, good job.
Thank you.
Cool.
Woo! Oh man. Oh, wow.
Thank you so much. Oh yeah.
Out of the way, Kyle. Sorry.
Yeah, he's a good rider.
That it's just too wet and muddy right there.